Climbing is a sport where it's all about movement. It's really about understanding of how far you can push the body and setting routes to make people do that and just see them try and figure it out. It just gives you a real big kick. You go move by move, see what works, see what doesn't, see what we can refine. Just keep tweaking until it's perfect. And then we put it up. Like just finding that right handhold to do the moves that you want. That's a good thing about working here.
To me, I'm doing like more bouldering. So you get probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, bouldering area in Singapore. And furthermore, they're paying a lot of attention to route setting.
Climbing around in South Africa and in London, I can definitely say that on-site has some really competitive routes.
Of course, on-site is the biggest gym in Singapore. On-site kind of has everything that you need to actually get better in climbing, whether it's the walls, there's different kind of angle of walls, and there's a lot of equipment around here like the hangboards around here and the TRX. So on-site itself has everything that every climber needs to get better.
Yep, I'm studying sports science in Republic Poly, and you can learn while climbing rather than in class. Coming here is more fun. The staff are nice. If I commit any mistakes, they are ready to help me better myself and teach me good values while working here.
Like the people here are really friendly and always happy to help. And we are working as a team. You are never alone. So that's why I'm actually looking for every day to just see the smile that on-site put on our customers' faces. I think they play a big role in my life.
It's really the people, it's the environment. It's watching people just keep going at it over and over again, and you know, like seeing different people try different things, watching people of all body types, body shapes, sizes really just figure their way out through a route. And yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Welcome to Pumpfest 2017, and right now we will be having our intermediate finals. So we have 8 finalists for female and male climbers. So these climbers actually climbed the past 2 days to secure their place here, and right now they're gonna fight it out for the top 3 positions for that podium finish, and we'll see how it goes.
So of course, as the intermediate finals is going to be happening right now, you still have a little bit of time as you watch your YouTube. Just make sure you're going to come down with us for the open finals happening very, very soon. Meanwhile, Pumpfest is proudly brought to you by NTU ODEC in collaboration with University Mountaineering Club. And of course, the event sponsor on site, bringing you the live stream as well as the route setters to make your Pumpfest experience the best as it can. And once again, we'd like to give a shout out to all the climbers out there for the intense and exciting Pumpfest climbs that all of you had for the past few days. And of course, the Intermen finals as well as the Interwomen finals will see one of our strongest climbers around fighting it out for podium finishes. And we actually have a lot of climbers from overseas also, including Thailand and of course Malaysia. So first on the wall, we have our climbers Gerald So from Maristella High School, as well as Putri Marissa from ITE College West. So Gerald's actually really, really young. Well, he's at Maristella High School, but he actually came in top for the qualifiers. Just probably conserving some energy to make it through for the finals. It's Gerald.
So just now, while I was downstairs looking at the routes for the female one, Route 1, I was looking at it and it's quite interesting because, I mean, there are no volumes for a change, but it's really small tiles and they're mostly crimps. So it's either you get something very big or something really small.
Yeah, and it's not very friendly on the fingers, as you can see for where Marissa is on right now. It's really, really trippy because it's all just little round boulders around. Crimping, and all of the in cuts are very, very, very precise.
Yeah.
Very, very well. So you can see how much stress she puts on her fingers as she moves on. The last towel away, just inching in.
She looks steady. The top is just inside.
Yes, so it's got a full trust on her feet now.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it's a rounded surface. It's entirely trusting on her feet. So she's gonna try out the left side. But yeah, left side the tile's actually fully round.
Yeah.
So it's like a huge risk again. So we're gonna just jump for it. Oh, so close.
I think she needs more height. She might have to use that higher foothold that was near her left leg.
Yeah, but then again, the one on the left leg is rounded. So it depends on how much risk you want to take.
Yeah.
So if you really trust, you gotta really trust your feet and move up. But let's see how she goes. And Gerald right now.
So for the route for the Interman, the start is these are huge tiles and they're actually pretty round, so they're slow pitch. It's very hard to load on them. They're really nice to load on if you're below them, but once you start moving up, you start pushing up, you start to feel your core leaving the wall. So you try to fight against that, resist that. And the next star is quite far. So
It's a little distance away.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So if you're watching right now our live stream that is brought to you by Live Studio Technology,
Give us a quick shout out and of course a small like, and make sure you're already on your way here to Tampines Hub.
and right there we see a top on Route 1.
Well done! It's a really, really strong start for our Interwomen. A really, really good attempt right there.
Gerald did a different approach right there on Route 2. He did a run start.
It's a very, very different way of climbing.
I mean, he's really creative in the way he does. I think as a competitor, he's quite calculative. He knows, he has a very good competitive mindset, and that's really important.
And he doesn't have any fear in his steps. So moving. So the tile right after the start is a round little ball on
Yeah,
top.
and it's quite smooth actually. This is those dual texture tiles. And right now we are having a second set of climbers. So we have Teresa Young from NUS and Nicholas Hall from NTU. So actually Teresa, I know her because from NUS also. So she actually got injured of recent, and she has ever since then, when she recovered, she has been training and can really see how much effort she has been putting in these past few weeks, making sure she get back to where
I remember
was.
she was injured quite badly for at least a year. but it never daunted her.
Yeah.
She continued to train in an isolated training, and you can see how far she's come. And coincidentally, Nicholas is also from NTU, and I do know him around.
Yeah.
And he always tells us that to compensate, sorry for that, Teresa, great job from
She
Teresa.
needs 2 hands
That's
on the
2 hands,
last
gonna
style.
be stable. Well done,
Nice.
the little pointed finish.
Yeah.
Yes. And so that's Nicholas on route 2. So what happens is he always says that to compensate for his little disadvantage, he always finds a lot of very creative ways to start. Like he did jumps here and there, and it's a very dynamic kind of climber. He's a very powerful climber,
Yeah.
and he's never reckless. He's really very controlled when it comes to movements. But at the same time, he always tells everyone else that he trains with that never get daunted by any of your weaknesses, because your weaknesses can become your strengths.
Yeah, exactly. So right now, I think the start for route 2 is proving difficult for our climbers. He is now trying the dynamic way, just now that Gerald also tried. So I'm really curious to see which beta will pay off for this route.
It's not easy to start. And with a little over a minute, Nicholas looking at the tiles and like, how? What is this?
That's the thing, because they were isolated, so they have not seen these routes before. They cannot ask other people how to do it. They cannot see other climbers do it. So they're really on their own this time around. They have to figure it out. And this is where it's not just about strength. Sometimes it's about creativity. How fast it clicks in your mind, and then when you see the movement in your mind, you execute it.
Yeah, but then the bridge between the execution is also because you don't really get to experience this kind of volumes a lot. But great shout out to all the routes that is set by our on-site route setters.
Yeah.
So interesting, so cool.
I think they're really tired. This is day 4 of
Yeah,
Pumpfest.
so the amount of routes they have set
Yeah.
just for the event is crazy. It's nearly about 100 routes around, with all the novice, the semis, and even the team events. About 50 routes in total,
Yeah.
and there's only more to come.
Yeah, and because Pumpfest this time around included these semi-finals for the novice and intermediate, so it's something different also.
It kind of exposes them
Yeah.
to the next round as they prepare for themselves. And so now joining us is Miguel on route 1, as well as Gerald on his second route, and Diana from Meridian JC on her first route, and Marissa on her second route.
So right now on your screen you can see the wall just now that it has different incline, some of flat, incline, and we have a slab. And this is brought to you by Climb Asia, so they're the one who put up this wall, making sure that our route setters have the space and the so that they can create this awesome climb for our climbers.
Yeah, so every part of this event itself is a huge shout out to Onsite as well as Climb Asia for giving us such interesting routes and a great wall to try on. And of course NTU ODEC as well as UMC for organizing and providing all the etiquette manpower to make sure this event goes as smoothly as possible. That's Diana. So Diana's on a very good start.
Yeah. I think this is still her first try.
Yeah, it's still her flash attempt.
Yeah. So let's hope she gets this
Gerald, well done.
finally stuck the jump. Really
So that's a
nice.
good bonus right there.
Yeah.
So we can tell the black tape actually demarcates the boundary.
Yeah.
So if any of his limbs actually pass the black tape, it will be a huge waste.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's very important that they take note of that.
I mean, that's the thing about sports. You have to play within the boundaries, within the time limits, and
There's so many things restricting all these climbers,
Yeah.
and they're still doing so well.
yeah. So it's about not letting those limitations stop you. So you can see our brochure on route to really making sure that the tile is well maintained.
It's very important. So actually, I did talk to two of the climbers around.
Yeah.
So brushing is actually very, very important because sometimes the chalk gets accumulated and then it makes the tile smoother than it's supposed to be. and it decreases the friction. So actually, a lot of climbers become disadvantageous because of that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Diana making it away again. And Gerald.
So these climbers, their age range actually ranges from
Very,
really
very
young,
young.
like Gerald, and some people who are already working and doing their own stuff on their own time.
And
But
of
that's the
course-
thing about climbing, it's any age friendly sport.
Yeah, it's very age friendly. And of course, you don't have to be the best climber out there. Sometimes it's just about overcoming yourself.
Yeah.
And well, good job for Gerald with a lot of time left. 2 moves. The very dynamic route. It's
Dynamic and
it's
after
basically
dynamic.
like just dynamics after, it's just jumping after jumping, and even the tile is not nice.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen the bonus tile. It's a little tricky to catch.
Yeah, it's a pinch. Yeah, you have to
It's a pinch, but
yeah.
and then you see the next one, it's a
It's
white
also
pinch.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's a huge white pinch.
I mean, usually we would like to jump for jugs and then catch, but even today we're still afraid sometimes. And look at this, we are jumping to pinches.
It's yeah.
So I think that's it for our climbers. So if you can see what our climbers are wearing, they're actually designed by the Pumpfest organizer, and this apparel, this shirt is actually sponsored by Compre Sport. So they innovate and surprise our athletes with products that they make, making sure that they are be able to keep our athletes mobile and be able to do the thing really well.
And next up, very, very exciting right there is Eunice, also from NTU, as well as Harith right now on his first route. Harith on first route, and of course Nicholas on the route 4. And Teresa, very good job right there from Eunice. Gonna hesitate. Oh, so close. So actually, most of the ladies are able to get to at least a bonus.
Yeah.
But the last tile syndrome seems to happen a lot right here.
The last time is quite a distance. You really need it is. I don't think that you can static it, but you must be able to get your left leg up.
Yes, but then the way that the route setter has made it is such that the tiles is really
Yeah.
not very friendly on the feet. It's because like most problems we have with the misconception that climbing is about hands, about arm power, about
Yeah.
fingers, but most of the time we actually forget that our feet is one of the strongest
Yeah.
parts that we
It's
can
the
have.
biggest muscle right there.
And of course, Nicholas, very dynamic movement. So Nicholas is, like I said, he's actually quite a dynamic climber. So I want to see how he overcomes this.
Yeah.
And Eunice with 1 minute and 40 seconds. Well done,
Really
Eunice.
nice. She's 2 hands.
And a beautiful
top.
and simple finish. And of course, back to Harith from Team Pretzel. Team Pretzel, probably gonna eat pretzels around. But Harith and Nicholas is making the catch really easy because
Once he engram the move, he can
Yes.
repeat it again.
but now the issue is the next
This
tile.
one.
Well
Really
done!
nice.
Because dynamic movement is really his thing. But same thing, recklessness and slips just keeps happening all the time. But I really hope he finishes this because this route has his name written all over it.
He still have about a minute to do it. It's enough time for one more attempt, one more good one. Making this first jump easy. Teresa on route 3. She has
Wow.
finished the first route
That was
just
very
now.
fast. Oh, so close, Teresa! And then really angry at herself right now. I didn't see what happened, but I'm very impressed that she got it there so far. I want to see how she can figure it. And Nicholas, very, very close limb right there. But so far, come on, Nicholas, this is your route. You can do this.
He needs to get 2 hands on that tile.
Steady. Oh!
Doesn't count. You need 2 hands.
Oh, damn.
So it's same case with Teresa and
Yes.
Nicholas. Both
The last tile
their last
syndrome.
tile, yeah.
But
And the thing is, they figured out that
I'm
part
gonna go
towards
to
the end.
Nicholas's Instagram tonight. I'm just gonna give him a quick shout out for that. But it is such a huge wave. So joining us right now is Luke from Outram Secondary, as well as Miguel on the second route for his day, and Gerald on Route 6. And of course, Lorianne from UWC Southeast Asia, and Diana on her third on Route 3, and Marissa on Route 5.
So right now, the first route for the guys, Route 2, has not seen even a bonus.
Yeah, because the start itself is really. The start itself is really difficult. It's 2 jelly beans.
Yeah.
So jelly beans usually don't give you very nice contact on your feet or your hands. So Diana,
We're finally getting a look at his route, and
Diana's making very good progress. To
those
the
stars
bonus.
look so interesting. They're not the usual just circles. They actually has some parts of it protruding here and there.
But the tricky part is to, because it's inclined, so the tricky part is to maneuver yourself.
Yeah. And because I don't see these tiles often in the gym. So also, if this is the first time you're seeing a tile, that's also the first time that you have to figure out which part is the sweet spot, which part is nice.
And then that's Luke on Route 2, attempting to do a jump start. But he's got to get both limbs very secured on both tiles before you can be counted. So it's a little bit tricky because there is this tendency for you to want to go for the bonus immediately if you start with a jump. But he knows very well that if he doesn't get 2 limbs there, it's not counted.
He's really figuring out this dynamic
Well done,
movement
Luke.
quite fast though.
Very, very good start. And a very good bonus. Well done. A very different beta, definitely.
So right now we are looking at Diana really close to the top.
And Diana, very quick securation right there.
Diana is actually Ashraf's younger sister.
Just hang on for that. Well done. Come on, come on, come on. It's nearly the top. Come on, come on. You can do this. You can do this.
He needs one more hand.
It's either to the left or to the right, or he's gonna hang. But Route 2 is pretty much similar to Route 4. If you realize, it's very powerful on the hand.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the top is very, very difficult to hang on to. If the inter finals is so exciting, I wonder what the open finals is gonna be like. And a quick look at the leaderboard.
Yeah, with our climbers already halfway there, 4 of our climbers are already out. So if you look at pumpfest.crimp.rocks, in the live scoring, for the guys right now, Gerald Su is leading the way with 1 top in 1 attempt. And for the girls, Teresa Young is leading with 1 top in 1 attempt. So the number of attempts for routes really do matter. It's really important to get it right, because I mean the scoring system is such that it's number of tops, you attempt to top, number of bonus, and attempt to bonus.
So joining us right now for the men is Eldon Yo from Springfield Secondary School, as well as Jasmine from NUS. And back on the Route 4 is Harith, and Route 6 is Nicholas, while on Route 3 is Eunice, and Route 5 we have Teresa back with us. And Nicholas.
Route 6 looks interesting.
So he's a little bit of a wasted attempt on Route 4 for Nicholas, so I really hope he does it well this time.
So right now we are looking at Jasmine representing Team NUS,
as well as Nicholas representing Team NTU. And Eunice from Team NTU. Slowly.
So Nicholas is actually close to the top. It's the next move.
So it's gonna be a controlled movement right there.
But I don't
because
think it's gonna
he's
be
got to
easy.
cross.
Yeah.
So if he crosses, it's a hit or a miss. But the end tile is kind of angled nicer than most of the previous tops
Quite
that
positive,
he has.
yeah.
It's quite a positive angle.
So right now we are looking at
Very
Jasmine.
different way of climbing from Jasmine. Well done, Jasmine. From NUS.
Yeah.
fellow schoolmate. And of course, a start from Eldon. Nicholas still
Nicholas
on the
managed
same
to
route.
get his right foot.
Yes, he's still on the same route. Still a splash attempt. Because Eunice.
He wants to make this count.
Well done, Nicholas.
Really nice. Didn't waste that attempt.
Yeah, he was on it for very long actually. So it's a lot of core tension right there.
Yeah.
And of course we have Harif. Harif doing very well on the jump. Just gotta see how he's gonna hang it on. Very, very well right there, Harif. So
Nicholas held that second last style differently.
yes,
He top load.
He top load.
Yeah.
But Harif side loads. It probably also because of his span.
Yeah.
So Harif is a lot taller. So he didn't really need to jump on.
But I think it will be easier if you top load, because after that you actually need to push down to get the
So
end
you don't
tile.
waste time trying
Yeah,
to load
need
up,
to bump up. Yes.
bump up the tiles. And Eunice getting the bonus, inching to bonus.
So climbers are taking the time in between the attempts, chalking up. Speaking of chalk, TPI, Tokyo Powder Industries, actually provided some test packs. So some of our participants actually got that chalk, so for them to use. So it's really soft and it's scented. Some of it are scented, so it really smells nice. So right now he did the top load. So on route 4, let's see if we see an end. Slip on the last few seconds. I don't think there's no time for another attempt. I hope that doesn't cost him too much in the results.
It's a very, 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 very wasted attempt. You see the crowd coming in for the strong climbers from Inter, and of course the open finals at the evening tonight. So joining us right now we have Ichin from NUS.
Uni.
Oh, Uni from NUS.
Yeah, affectionately known as YY.
Okay, apologies for that. YY from NUS, and of course Therapon from Thailand on his first route of the day.
Miguel making quick work on that slab route. So those, if looking at those white tiles, they don't have any in cards. They're actually smooth and flat.
And they're actually, some of them are dual surfaced.
Yeah.
But the main issue is about these slabs, because you gotta let a lot of core tension right there. So Nicholas actually spent a lot of time trying to stabilize himself, compose himself. So we're gonna see how these climbers continue and just make it magical for everyone here right now. And that's Diana.
So this is actually YY's first competition after
Whoa.
her exchange.
Whoa!
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess she's been practicing a lot overseas.
Yeah, she's been climbing when she was in the US.
Well done.
Yeah.
And actually, our Singapore climbers are actually becoming better and better, just on par with national climbers around. So actually, Diana's brother's been to World Cup once in a while. So I guess climbing in the family really helps.
Yes, exactly. I mean, two of my brothers are climbers.
Yeah. So like climbing with family, it's not just friends and family. It's everyone is able to climb. And then Diana, a lot of right there.
She needs two hands.
Well done, Diana. Definitely a secure position in the top few, but we have a lot more climbers coming up, so we're gonna see how it works. And would that be a finish for our double finish right there?
Really nice
really
showing
nice.
by Luke. Wow, that push though on the right hand on the end tile. Really impressive.
The leaderboard right now, we can take a look. And there will be a shuffle very fast. But of course, the top climbers have yet to come out. So it's still YY and Therapon, as well as Lorianne. And of course, Miguel. And of course, Harris. Would that be a top? Wow! He didn't hesitate at all. So once he got his right hand on, he just lashes it on and go.
He made it look so easy. As if he just went for a jump.
It was like a planned thing.
Yeah.
very confident in his contact.
I mean, please don't be fooled. There is a volume
It
that
is.
is like slanted down.
It's a downward slanting volume.
Yeah.
It is not nice on the fingers at all.
Yeah. So YY giving it one more go. And there's no more time, so we have to move on to our next climb. So actually our climbers, in the goodie bag they also have this Sank band. So Sank band has a comprehensive range of resistance exercise and training products. So it's really good for you to use during your warm-up, just to stretch your shoulders, to warm your fingers, making sure that you are ready. And it is important to stretch and warm up properly before competition, because I mean, you don't want to pull a muscle while you're climbing.
Actually, it's important to stretch as well as cool down. So
Yeah.
that band is actually really useful for both times. Yeah. And of course, joining us right now is the top contenders, Joey from SUTD, and of course Sarah Pop from Thailand. Meanwhile, Eunice on her final route of the day, as well as Jasmine. And still on the wall right now, you see, is Joey and Harith.
So right now, looking at the scoreboard,
And well, a very, very good finish right there from Joey.
nice.
So look at the leaderboard.
So looking back at the scoreboard for the guys, Miguel is leading the pack. And I'm not too sure if the female scoreboard has been updated yet, but right now it's still Teresa leading the girls in this category. So right now we are looking at Jasmine trying to fight her way through towards the last style. Ready to do a dynamic move. She got really far in that time, so if she does it again, I think she can.
Yeah,
reach
she's
up
got
to-
a lot of time left
Yeah.
to try again and again. And of course, Sarah Pop.
So our Pumpfest organizers are making sure that the tiles are brushed, making sure that our climbers have a good climb and a good experience right here. And if you're watching right now, our live stream brought to you by Live Studios.
Give us a quick like, and of course, shout out to your favorite climbers, and make sure you're on your way already to Tampines Hub for the Open Finals happening right this evening.
Yeah,
Oh, so
it's
cool.
sunny right now. Just now it was raining, but now it's sunny. So everybody, there's a lot of seat in the grandstand. So
Because Eunice. So yeah, so the good thing is that there's a lot of seats around. So
And there's a lot
unlike
of
previous
food.
competition,
yeah,
you don't have to be worried that you can't see the climbing venue. You can't see the climbers. There's no such problems now. Really getting anxious one.
our climbers have to be very careful to make sure that they start the routes properly. So if you see the tapes at the start, the tapes demarcate that there must be at least one limb touching that tile before you move off. So our climbers have less than 10 seconds. I think that's it, and I think our next climbers are moving on to the next route. As our climbers are seeing these routes for the first time, they don't go on the route immediately. They take some time to plan out the route, see where they would put their hands and their legs. And there we go on route 4. Quick to discover that better. You need to get 2 hands. Wow! In 40 seconds he finished the route. So it's a flash. So that will help him.
He would definitely give a huge shift on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
And of course, right now is
We're also looking at Luke making his way towards the last tile. And there you go, atop. Luke's
The
parents
double
are,
finish.
Luke's parents are often like around when he's competing, and that's
Yeah.
really nice to see when family and friends come down to support you for your competition. I mean, it's always a moral boost to see that much support for you.
That's right. And now we have the ladies right now. We have YY as well as Lorian. So Route 5, so far not a lot of tops. So far only Diana. And, inching away on Route 3 is YY. Very powerful lock right there.
Yeah.
But it's got to cut off on her left. A very interesting way of holding. But takes a lot of energy to hold it like that.
Yeah, I mean these are new tiles, so it takes some time to
Get used.
familiarize yourself with this and know how to use them.
And also because of the inclined wall itself, so a tendency for gravity to pull you down
Yeah.
is there.
Yeah,
But the route is actually straight, it's horizontal. So it puts a lot of tension, a lot of power is needed to push yourself from one side to the left.
yeah, you would need not just your arm strength but your leg power to kick you off and push you up.
That's right, that's right. And of course, right now really putting her best out there is Lorianne on Route 5.
So our climbers have 1 minute left to finish their climb.
1 minute is sufficient time. And Lorianne doing very well. Very, very good progress, but a little slip of the foot. 40 seconds. It's YY.
We're trying to figure out how to get to the bonus tile.
So right now, because every attempt, every bonus, every top matters.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see a close fight for the inter ladies as well as the intermen around. On route with Route 3. So that's it from YY on Route 3, as well as Lorianne on her last route. So coming up next, we have Eldon on his last route of the day, as well as Jasmine also on her last route of the day. And of course, Joey on Route 3 and Sarah Pop, our top qualifiers, on Route 4. Immediately, no hesitation right there. That is Eldon. Just moving very, very confidently. There was no quiver in his steps and just heading on right through. And of course, Sarah Pop making very good progress.
Really steady climb right there on Route 6.
And of course, very, very close fight.
There we go on
And
Route
Eldon
6,
is still on
trying to find his
same route.
balance. Most of the other guys match feet on the smaller foothold below that he's stepping on his right leg. So, but right now his left leg is quite high. So I'm not too sure if this would work or
I think
there you
it
go.
would work because you got to put a lot of tension on your right hand, but because of the angle,
Yeah,
it helps a lot. So it's well done from Eldon.
yeah, he tried the other
Yeah,
beta.
he tried the other beta.
Yeah,
But
nice.
it's a lean on
Yeah.
beta because slab walls do help you a lot if you lean downwards instead of what the other climbers actually did. But then again, Eldon is very, very, very confident of his step, very confident of his tension, his core muscles. So very, very good job from there, Eldon, with a flash on the Route 6. And of course, back to Route 3. We have Joey. Sorry, we have Joey on Route 3.
So right after this category, we will finally have our open finals.
It's gonna be so exciting.
Yeah,
And well done. Oh.
and
So
that'll be
the
at
open
5:30.
finals will also be live. So
Yes.
hurry up, get your lunch. Get your dinner ready, and you can just sit in front of your YouTube and watch us with Pumpfest 2017. Gonna bring you live on YouTube, or you can always make your way down to Tampines Hub. We have
Yeah.
all the food that you would want, and just make sure that you're here with us as we bring you Pumpfest 2017 the event highlights will be happening this evening. And Sarah Pop, very steady move right there. Because of his span, he is a little bit more advantageous. He's just gonna make sure he loads very well as he moves up.
Our climbers have less than 1 minute, so they have to make this one count.
And slowly.
Oh, so close. Slipped off on the left leg. I'm not too sure if 30 seconds is enough.
And just making sure she does as much as she can.
And we
As,
are
Jasmine.
watching Jasmine. Yeah.
And that's it from Joey on Route 3 as she takes a little breather before she continues her next route. And so we have to really thank Onsite for all these really, really interesting routes that they have set up. And of course, Asia for being able to create such an interesting wall. All the inclines and of course these lap walls around. So now on her final climb of the day is YY as well as Therapon.
So right now, just a quick update on the score for the guys. Eldon Yo is on the top, and Teresa Young is still secured in the first place. So we still have just a couple more of climbers gonna try out the last few routes, and then we will get a final result. And the thing about for the intermediate category, for them it's a high stake to be in a podium, because only if you get the podium position that you can promote to the Open.
And the Opens is a whole new different ball game right there.
Exactly.
And Theraptom. So Theraptom actually finished. Most of the routes so far.
Yeah.
Doing very well. And if he finishes this, he will be secured a podium finish. Well done from Theraptom. Definitely a podium finish right there from him. Just to see whether his fellow mate will be able to beat his score.
Yeah. So right now we are looking at YY trying to maneuver with that bonus style, trying to find her balance. Nicely done. Right now,
Very confident steps right there. Just shaking it off. Just make sure that she can still afford. She's got a lot of time, so she can afford to rest a little. But just making sure that every move counts.
Yeah. I mean, she's shaking off her forearm, so you can tell that
It's very tiring.
Yeah, she has been quite exhausted for the first two routes, but I mean, this is her last route. I'm pretty sure she's gonna give it her all.
Yes, and for the inter category, they have been climbing for 3 consecutive days. It is crazy how much they have come. 3 consecutive days of intense competition.
Really trying to match that small tile, so there's no ink cut. I think it's quite flat.
It's actually quite flat also.
Yeah.
But because you're heavily relying on your left so much, you gotta go to the right, completely go to the right this time. So it's gonna be a huge jump.
Yeah, exactly. And your shoulder really needs to prepare for that move.
It's a little under a minute to win it for her.
So YY has, I think it's enough time. She just have to focus. Inching her way to the bonus style. And if you're watching right now on the live stream brought to you by Live Studios, do have shout out. So there's actually one supporter for Jasmine that actually talked in the live chat. Where's everyone else?
I'm pretty sure everyone else is psyched up for Open Finals. They're probably on the bus or on the MRT getting all the way here to Tampines. So it's a little bit hard to text around as you watch on your screen. That's
YY looks really happy with
but
it.
that's all from YY. But either way, a great fight from her.
Yeah.
Just coming back from exchange. And of course, our top qualifiers right now. Gonna see if there is a final shuffle in the leaderboard. It's Joey from SUTD as well as Serapop from Thailand. Very, very confident. The thing about all these Thailand climbers is that they're very confident in their steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Japanese climbers around. Very precise, very confident. So it's not about how strong you are, how confident you are. Sorry, it's not about how strong you are as a person in power and muscle, but also about how confident you are and how precise you are in every step that you take.
Yeah. And you also need to competition mindset and gym climbing mindset is different.
Yeah, it's very different. So see how slowly Sarapau, if he does get a podium finish, it will be a double win for the team from Thailand. Well done right there.
So let's see if he gets this top.
Got a flash attempt, gotta make it count, finding his best foot forward. Oh, so close! So Sarapop,
So right now we are looking at route 5, moving towards the bonus tile. So those who are watching, who are supporting Joey, just give a shout out on the YouTube live chat. Show your support to your friend. Really nice. And there you go.
Joey.
So Joey has already actually in the top 3, so that top might actually push her all the way up. It depends on the number of attempts.
So just quick live feed the live scoring.
Yeah, so we're just gonna wait for it to update. And she moved up from 3rd to 2nd because
Of the number of attempts.
Yeah, Teresa actually took less attempts. She flashed 2 routes, and Joey took 2 tops in 3 attempts. And we have Diana in 3rd place. So all our female climbers are done. And these scores are not final, but here you go. This is the score for our intermediate women finals.
And of course, for the finalized score, you can always check out the Facebook page for Pumpfest. And just a little under a minute for Sarapop. It's last climb of the day for him. Oh, so close! He's always got the last pulse syndrome.
But he looks really happy. And
He's
that's
gonna
important.
try it out. 30 seconds. Come on.
I mean, it's your last route. Just give it your all.
Yeah, you're not gonna see these routes ever again. You're not gonna be able to try these routes ever again.
So even if Serapop tough this route, I think the podium finish is already settled.
It's kind of decided, but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter because Sarapop is just fighting with himself now.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he's touched the final tile
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah.
So,
So just an update. So in
6 seconds.
third we have
Yes, well done.
Nice.
Great job from
Good
Sarapop.
end for our intermediate finals.
And that is the end of our intermediate final. So right now on the leaderboard we have Therapon coming in first, as well as Eldon and Luke. Congratulations to all 3 of them. And of course the ladies, but these results are not finalized. So the finalized results will be out very, very soon on the Pumpfest Facebook page. And meanwhile, the open finals will be happening at 5:30. So make sure you're here with us.
I'm
at
so
the
excited.
Open finals.
I am so excited.
Yeah, intermediate is so exciting. What about open? So
Yeah.
it's going to be here at 5:30. Make sure you're here at Tampines Hub. So we're going to have a lot of event highlights right now for the intermediate finals. And we'll see you very, very soon.
I enjoy coming to on-site because the routes are pretty world class. We've got some world class setters over here. We've got
New people setting different routes, so everything is so fresh and challenging.
We really like the routes here because they're really challenging.
I do really like the climbs here, the leading.
Yes, they are very strong climbers, but they are accepting to new climbers too. So it's a big family.
We kind of help each other get better in a way, whether it's mentally or physically.
You get to learn new stuff every day because every day is a new experience.
Singapore being the crossroad of many culture makes this place a great place to come, train of course, but also mingle with other people.
That's where you realize that, oh, this is actually quite cool. Like, that's how friendships like build.
Climbing is actually a good community. I mean, the people here, they enjoy climbing together, spend time together. I mean, you can make friends with just a random person right now. So, it's pretty good.
I think the moves here are like really powerful and like, or you get like these really small holes. It's the best feeling ever.
You feel like you're like on top of the world.
The more challenging it is, the more I want to take it on.
The adrenaline rush, it feels great and very rewarding. That you push yourself to the end, even though you can't make it, but you still push yourself.
It's very refreshing to see how enthusiastic people are about climbing.
I just love the movement, I guess. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I really love it here.
This gym has a certain kind of people, special attraction to a certain group of people who are really psyched. People like this one. Unlimited power and energy.
They really, literally, they're building the scene here, which is amazing because it's something you only get the chance to witness once.
Cool, man.
Sumimasen.
いや、黒い服に合わせてこれですよ。東京粉末のブラックはもう何でも合いますよ。